What's up, YouTube? It's Chris with Murphy Firearms Training. I did a video on 44 Magnums a while back, and I borrowed this 44 Magnum tracker from someone. This is not my gun, and it's a Taurus, and he's had it for a long time. We've shot it several times together. It's been a pretty good gun. I suspect this gun to be out of time, and ironically, I said, maybe I should make a video of that. Well, someone posted a comment on that video and said, I think your revolver's out of time. And I said, you know what? That kind of was my kick in the butt that I do need to talk about. How do you tell if a revolver's out of time? So in that video, I was testing some new ammo, and on one round, I had a piece of, looked like a piece of jacket or a piece of brass, just something come out when I was unloading the gun, kind of jammed the gun up a little bit. And one of the symptoms of being out of time is that the jacket or the edge of the bullet, if you're shooting lead, will shave off on your forcing cone here. And so that is one symptom. So if you get any lead splatter, lead particles, jacket pieces coming out around the face of the cylinder, or you notice them on the table, or someone sees particles flying this way when you're shooting, that is one symptom. But I want to give you some other symptoms. How you can tell from fired brass and also from the gun. So here goes. So revolvers like this typically start to show that they're out of time in double action first. Then eventually they'll show it in single action. Usually by the time they show it in single action, you're already getting some real serious shaving with the forcing cone. You're getting some real serious issues. Now, the owner of this gun shoots it pretty much exclusively in single action, so he's never noticed. I always shoot my revolvers in double action. So I'm going to start with, how can you tell it's out of time if you're sitting in the house and you suspect it? So here's my Ruger Super Red Hawk unloaded. I'm going to put some pressure on this cylinder while I pull the hammer back. And we're going to check all 6 chambers in this cylinder. Okay, so here goes. We're going to put some pressure with our thumb. Going to pull the hammer back. Okay, now when I let go, no click, it's already in full lockup. It is locked into this lower piece here. Okay, so your cylinder lock here that's in your frame is locked up with your cylinder. Okay, you want to check that. So all 6 chambers, yes, yes, yes. Okay, because believe it or not, it can get out of time with one chamber and be in time with some of them. Okay, so these are all in time. I put that pressure and it locks up every time. Now, how do you know the difference? Well, let's compare. So you know this guy we started unloaded. Okay, I put my finger here, put a little pressure. Okay, gonna pull back and see if you can hear it. So hammer's back. And I'm gonna let, and there it goes. It fell into place. Don't know if you saw that and heard it. Let me try again. And there it goes. It's out of time just a little bit. And there it goes. It's locking up. Y'all hear that click. Hammer all the way back. And now it's clicked in. So it's a little extra rotation. So any resistance is going to cause this thing to lag, okay? Normally you pull a hammer back and the inertia snaps it in place. But when you're doing it double action, here's what happens. Hammer goes off and it may or may not be in full lockup yet. Now, the other way to tell is if you go to the range and you shoot a gun in single action, you get a nice dent in the center of your primer. This is what a brass should look like after firing. Nice center dent, called a center fire for a reason. Fire an out of time revolver, and this is what you'll see. Your dent will not be in the center. It'll be off center. So you're out of line with the barrel. I mean, it's not a lot, but if you measured the difference between that position and that position, it's like a millimeter, maybe more. You're not in line with the barrel shooting double action. And so an astute viewer noticed this. This is the first time I had borrowed this gun. I shot it, and in shooting it, I realized this was an issue. And so I've told the person who owns it, you need to come get your gun and send it back to the factory because it's out of time. But I wanted to do this video just to show you how to tell it's out of time. One is just from looking at your primer strikes. Two is from, bullet fragments, pieces of jacket, things like that. I'll link the video where the piece of bullet jacket comes out. And then third, of course, is that little test where you put a little pressure on the cylinder, cock the gun, and then when you let go, if it locks up, it wasn't locked up. Or in my case, like I let go and it's not in time, and then I can turn it. And that amount that I'm turning it is how much it's out of time. And you got to think that bullet striking that forcing cone every time that far off, eventually you're going to damage something. So this needs to be fixed. It does shoot in time single action, no issues single action, but it does need to be fixed. So anyway, wanted to show you guys that. I thought it was an interesting thing, and I appreciate my viewer pointing it out, saying, hey, looking at your primer strikes, I think that gun's out of time. Definitely is, and it needs to be fixed. Hope that helps you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.